Hi everyone. Today we're going to be looking at an oldie but a goodie. This little book that I'm about to show you was one of the key books that helped me get interested in ships. It's quite old, it's from 1973, but its combination of artworks and highly detailed annotations of many ship histories continues to inform, educate and entertain many decades on, and highly recommended for anyone who is just getting interested in ships, ocean liners, and wants to broaden out their mind to other lesser known ships. And on top of all that, it also appeals to the aspiring maritime artist who would like some inspiration, because this book has that beautiful combination of artistic execution and highly detailed description. And the book that I am referring to is Laurence Dunn's Merchant Ships of the World in Colour from 1910 to 1929. Now, this book was originally intended to be the first of a series where ships would be described per decade, or in this case per 20 years. Unfortunately, that never happened, and this is the only one that came about. There is a similar type for naval ships, but in terms of ocean liners and merchant ships in general, this is it. And again, being published in 1973, there'll be some information in here that has terribly dated. I mean, there are some vessels in here that have still been recorded on Lloyd's as under service. But it's been almost 5 decades now, and those ships would have well and truly gone. But let me take you through some of the pedigree of the ships in here. So you have ships such as the France and the Providence. You have, let me find them for you, ships such as the Aquitania and the San Geronimo. This, which ended up becoming a whale factory ship, which you can see here, and down below you can see one of the Highland vessels, which have a very distinctive look. You're also looking at vessels from other nations. These are the 2 Spanish ones. And basically the format is this, is that you have the first half of the book is illustrations, and then you have a couple that are set a little bit smaller, all done by Laurence Dunn. And you get some wonderful gems, including the poor unfortunate Australian Indara. And then the second half of the book is basically information of each illustration. And then the joy is that at the back you have a wonderful illustrated index showing you terms, stats, and layouts of ships of that era. This is a fun little book and highly recommended. The language does tend to be a bit technical. He loves talking about the types of decks, the types of engines, the horsepower of those engines, and all that engineering minutiae. But setting that aside, it is still revealing to learn about the development of ships during these 2 decades. And it covers everything from the grand ocean liners that everyone knows and loves, such as the Aquitania, right through to some of the more mundane and less well-known vessels, such as your typical coiler, such as your gannets and your topazes, which are these 2 ships here. You know, everyday cargo vessels that are now no longer around. They've been superseded. Do find this book, do check it out. It is the book that keeps on giving. There are, how many, 60? Oh no, there's even more. 96. There are 96 vessels here. Get it. You can always go back to it. It is the gift that keeps on giving. You will always learn something new from this book, written by an authority on the matter. And for those who want illustrations, you have plenty. The first half of this book is full of the glorious artwork that Laurence Dunn has done, and it may inspire you as well to do something similar. So, again, 5 captain's hats for this wonderful gem of a book. Highly recommended. Could not recommend it enough. Go find it. There are plenty of second-hand copies available. Add it to your library. You will not regret this. And Following on from that, if there are any other books about ships and ocean liners and shipwrecks and whatnot that you'd like me to review or discuss, please let me know in the comments below. And as always, enjoy and happy reading.